Hey, what's going on, you Scrooge Scrafty? I've been putting a decent amount of time in with the Joltik box recently, and I haven't been super hype on it as of late. But with some of the adjustments I've been making and really fleshing out the deck and trying to find solutions for the problems that I've had with it, it's getting close, and I actually don't hate it right now. And I'm really liking the way I'm headed with my testing with the deck, with my working on the deck, my preparation with the deck, trying to find the optimal 60. We're getting close. So of course we have the 2-1 Galvantula lining here, the main attacker in the deck, and this is kind of one of the conclusions I came to recently, is just like, it's all about Iron Hands, and it's even become more so about Iron Hands than it has previously, especially because of the Golden Go matchup, where they just have a lot of Soul Rocks and Lunatones in play and don't need to actually put Golden Goes in play. So you kind of have to open up with Iron Hands in that matchup, which is something you kind of didn't want to do, because that was kind of an easy lineup for our opponent's Golden Go to KO our Iron Hands. And then we don't have Pikachu set up, and then we need to set up Pikachu first. But now that if we set up Pikachu, they just punch us with Soul Rock, and we don't want to trade Pikachu attack into Soul Rock attack. So it has to be like Iron Hands into Pikachu. And kind of through this thought process, I realized I basically only use Pikachu in the Golden Go matchup, so why am I playing 2 Pikachu? So I cut a Pikachu. We're down to 1 Pikachu, 2 Iron Hands, because most of the time I'm finding myself using Iron Hands and then closing out the game with Mega Mawile, and I just never use Pikachu. And Pikachu's even a more inconsistent, less easy to set up attacker than Mega Mawile, but we still have one of them, so we can still use it at some point. The big thing is that the Golden Go matchup has just changed so much from a double Pikachu matchup to a never used Pikachu matchup, and that's a pretty big difference to the point of there's no reason to play 2 Pikachu anymore. Got the Ursaluna, got the Fez. Currently have Iron Bundle in here, but Iron Bundle is on thin ice in this deck. I'm not convinced of the Iron Bundle quite yet. It's pretty good against stuff like Gardevoir and even Dragapult sometimes, because they try and leave Pokemon in the active that Iron Hands can't KO, but it's going to be tough in the early game for them to have 2 of those Pokemon, so Iron Bundle can just kind of get around the active Pokemon that way, and it's a little bit more efficient than always having to find boss's orders. The Ultra Ball becomes Iron Bundle, the Nest Ball becomes Iron Bundle. You get the point. The mobility of the Iron Leaves and the fact that it one-hit KOs Charizard is kind of too good to not play right now. Usually I've been a hater of Iron Leaves in the past, but I think it is good to play right now. Latias, of course, I mentioned the Mega Mawile. I'm also down to 1 Miraidon because I feel like I use it less often because I'm going Joltik into Iron Hands into Mega Mawile a lot of games. So I don't actually, or Ursaluna. So I just don't need Miraidon to utilize as an attacker sometimes in the mid game as well. It just doesn't come up as much. So down to 1 Miraidon. So far, it's been fine. We also always wanted to avoid putting Miraidon in play anyways. I mentioned the 1 Pikachu. I also have Psyduck in here currently for the Charizard matchup specifically. Now, I know they play the Klefki, so yes, they have a way around the Psyduck, but they need to get the whole combination of cards while we're pressuring them aggressively with Iron Hands. They don't have a ton of setup time to find the whole Klefki Switch Jet Energy combo, to be able to use their Dusknoirs to set up their Briar. So Psyduck I kind of like in here for sure. Another thing we could play actually that would be helpful in the Charizard matchup would just be to play Galvantula EX, so our opponent couldn't use the Dusknoir on our Joltik to get an odd prize card to then use Briar to get their last 3 prize cards, so they couldn't go like 2 prize knockout, 4 prize knockout. So that would be something we could do as well. We could play Galvantula EX in here, and it would also be a pretty good mid-game attacker, to be honest, because it does 220 damage for 2 energy, which means it KO stuff like Fezandipiti, so it could be a faster way to KO Fezandipiti, because sometimes we'd find ourselves trying to use Miraidon's Phantom Blaster as our way to KO Fezandipiti, but that kind of gets removed. The Psyduck could kind of do the same thing, of course, but yeah, I guess like that could be something to consider changing about the deck, would be putting the Galvantula EX, but the Psyduck is better against Megalopony Dusknoir. That deck is scary, and Galvantula EX is not saving us against that deck. So that's why I kind of like the Psyduck, because it kind of hits both of those decks. Also, it can be used against Poltnor. It just doesn't really happen against Poltnor, like never really comes up. Usually our bench is going to be full of support Pokemon like Mews and Latias. That's going to be the more important Pokemon to play. And speaking of Mew, I do play 2 Mew in here. This is not something new to my builds of Joltik Box. Whenever I can find room for the second Mew, I try to get it involved. So I got it involved here currently. I don't play any recovery right now, and I haven't overly missed it. Honestly, the best thing that a Night Stretcher or a Super Rod is good for is basically putting Fez back after our opponent KOs it. So honestly, I'd probably consider 2 Fez before I consider Night Stretcher at this point, to be honest. Because the only thing my opponent ever does is KO the Fez, and that's the only thing I ever want to recover is my KO'd Fezandipiti. So possibly just playing 2 Fezandipiti might just be the better way to go, to be honest. So Yeah, Fez is cool. We have that. Psyduck talked about that. 2 Mew for now. Could be two Fez, 1 Mew though. The thing is, the 2 Mew is really good against stuff like Dragapult. The Double Mew is really good against Dragapult. The Fez less good against Dragapult because they can just like not take knockouts. So Fez, you don't really want to put Fez in play against Dragapult. But Dragapult's like not that huge of a threat in the current metagame, so I guess I could see that double Fez, one Mew, something like that. Overall, what I'm trying to say is recovery is just not that good in the deck. It's just like super mid, even though we play something like Iron Bundle, which does increase the value of something like Night Stretcher. The real value of Iron Bundle comes from Ultra Ball and Nest Ball being able to find like a pseudo bench disruption card, whatever you want to call it. Whatever Iron Bundle does with Hyper Blower, the fact that we can Ultra Ball and Nest Ball for what it does is kind of the big draw there. But yeah, that's the thoughts on like the Psyduck versus the Galvantula EX, yada, yada, yada. Also, Galvantula EX can punch Cornerstone, but that's not really a reason to play it because Iron Hands can also punch Cornerstone, and we have Mega Mawile, so it's like not a big deal for us to worry about. But yeah, so we got the Psyduck in here. Supporters, 4 Arven, 4 Boss, 4 Crispin. You know it. You love it. I don't know. Crispin kind of sucks, but you kind of need to play 4 of them, it feels like. 4 Pokégear to find them, 4 Ultra Ball, 4 Nest Ball. Man, this deck gets so boring that when you get into the trainer card lineup. 1 Vessel. The 1 E-Switch I've been playing in here to enable the Mega Mawile more often in the mid-late game, but honestly, I have found myself using it or potentially using it to more aggressively like set up a Pikachu out of nowhere or get into a Miraidon or get into a Mew EX attack with genome hacking. So the E-Switch has honestly just been really, really good, not just for setting up Mega Mawile in the late game, but just for having in general. So honestly, I've just become a huge fan of the E-Switch. Prime Catcher, of course, Air Balloon, and the Bravery Charm. Don't want to cut those. Now, the energy retention tool cards. There's a couple we could play. There is the Heavy Baton, which I don't love the Heavy Baton because the only matchup Heavy Baton would be good in would be the Golden Go matchup to put Heavy Baton on Iron Hands and then bench Pikachu and then they KO our Iron Hands and the energy goes to the Pikachu. That would be pretty good. That would be pretty good. But it's not good in like basically any other matchup. Up against Charizard, we want Bravery Charm on our Iron Hands. Up against Dragapult, they can just like easily play around any of these cards, to be honest. So the other one is also Power Glass. Power Glass could be okay as well. But like I mentioned, Pikachu's just not what it was in that matchup anymore. So the Power Glass is kind of weird in the matchup now. Or Pikachu's kind of weird in the Golden Go matchup. So Power Glass is just kind of worse because we're like kind of having to open up with Iron Hands. And then by the time we get into the Pikachu, we just don't have enough energy on the Pikachu to ever sustain and chain with a Power Glass anyway, so it just doesn't matter. I'd rather just like attack with Iron Hands and put an EXP shard on my Pikachu, and then when they go Golden Go KO Iron Hands, I just get an energy from my Iron Hands onto my Pikachu. But the Heavy Baton could also work as well for that same scenario, but the EXP share is better in other matchups, so that's why I've leaned into the EXP share over something like the Heavy Baton. And like I said, the Power Glass I just don't think is very good right now. For the energy count, 554 just feels good, feels consistent. It's what we want. And yeah, that's it. That's my final thoughts on this build. Like I said, the cards that are kind of up in the air right now are the Mew, the Psyduck, and the Iron Bundle. Those are all the ones that are a little bit suspect right now. And then the EXP share, if we did cut it, I think it would be for that Heavy Baton, but I think the EXP share is just better as an EXP share. Like I think it's just better as an EXP share because it just is better in a wider range of matchups, a little bit more situational. If it was the Heavy Baton, there's like a little bit potential to play around it. One card that I haven't really messed around with yet, but is really good against Gardevoir is Tool Scrapper. One of the main things the Gardevoir players try to do is create a board state where Iron Hands can't draw multiple prize cards because they usually can't KO the Iron Hands super aggressively. But if you have like a Gardevoir in play and maybe some 2-prizers and a bunch of Monkey Doors with Bravery Charms, you can't amp you very much on anything on their board, which kind of sucks. So having Tool Scrapper means you can Tool Scrapper the Bravery Charms off the Monkey Dories and then actually knock those out with the amp you very much. So that'd be like something to consider, and I don't hate the idea of teching for Gardevoir. Teching for Gardevoir is definitely a good thing, and I think that's probably the best tech inclusion that I can think of right now. So that would be like something worth testing out, considering, especially if you're going to like a local tournament and you're playing this and there's going to be a lot of Gardevoirs there. I would probably try and find some room for the Tool Scrapper. I'd probably keep the Iron Bundle. The Iron Bundle's also good against Gardevoir, so you probably want to cut something like the Mew or the Psyduck if you're trying to get the Tool Scrapper involved for specifically the Gardevoir matchup. But that's it. That's my current take. Close to the optimal 60, but we're never going to be quite there, but there's always going to be more to work on, so I'll come at y'all with an updated Joltik Box build at some point. But for right now, let's jump into some action, and I'll show y'all how it runs. How's this going to go? This matchup is terrible, right? They just go, oh, it's even, oh, no way, dude, there's no way. What the heck? So dumb. Now I got sniped by someone in chat for sure. I definitely got sniped by someone in chat. There's no way I actually hit Ice Cream Kangaskhan game 1. What's the game plan have to be? I have to like go up there and arm press Bouffalance, right? Or even, well, yeah, probably arm press because I don't want to have to reset. Jet? All right, never mind. Their list sucks. This should be a free dub. Jet? Energy? Oh, he beefy though. All right, hold up. That changes things a little bit. The arm press won't KO this, right? No. Miraidon could KO it though, so maybe I set up Miraidon. Maybe Miraidon and Iron Hands are my setups. I can use Mew to copy Kangaskhan. That's like okay. Mega Mawile in the late game is pretty good. Joltik for sure. Do I grab the hands now? The amp threat on Monkey Dories is like going to be important, I feel like. So I probably do. I need to keep all my energy around, so let's go with Latias. Ursaluna in the late game could be good, I guess. I feel like Miraidon's going to be my opener here. Like that. We'll see what happens. Was Booster in deck? Oh, I forgot about Booster. Well, I have no access to Booster next turn, though, right? I did forget about the Booster. Good call. Also, the E-Switch like lets us get access to this energy off the Joltik later, which is kind of cool as well. Yeah, I kind of just like the E-Switch, to be honest. Also has synergy with the Mawile, obviously. So it's kind of just cool, I guess. He was good because of Lively. I mean, I could always Bravery Charm it as well. So like that's not like ever... I guess that's why Iron Hands is like a better attacker than most things, to be honest. Because Iron Hands does not get 1 flipped. It needs to get 2 flipped. I think I'm gonna Ultra Ball. They're trying to boundless power out here. What are we doing? I'm gonna Ultra Ball for Mawile and start to set up Mawile. Get in there with a 260 punch on the next turn, maybe. We'll see. Iron Leaf seems pretty weak. I have my second Pikachu in the deck. Give him up. Yeah, I think it's a Mawile line. So this goes here, but I want this here for arm press possibly. So this goes here. Bonk. Hope they don't get heads, I guess. Pokégear's good. I could E-switch off this now. E-switch off the Joltik to the Mega Mawile. And we'll see what they bench here, of course, as well. It's a factor. Yeah, punching with Mega Mawile here is probably the play. Unless they bench a Boof, then boss KO Boof with the Pokégear is okay as well. I really need them just to hit tails though. Like I need to like have, I need time. So them hitting heads here would be really bad. I guess I could have, well, I mean I couldn't have. Bravery Charming this would have been pretty good, I guess. Bravery Charming it would have been good, but. Okay, hang on, let's see how wide they go here though. Okay. I can amp this with if I get the future. I can also arm press these. It just depends on what we draw. Or what we get off this, actually, I should say. All right, that's huge. That's +1 turn. 2, 3, 4. Oh, okay. I don't know what's in the deck, though. Oh, leaving this thing alive is not that bad, actually, for a turn. Depends if I KO their active or not. I can go for the amp for 2. I think I go for the amp for 2 here. My E-switch is in there as well? Okay. Well, the Future Vision Capsule is also a big deal up against Mega Absol, right? Because then it allows me to amp Monkey Doors off the bench. Okay, boss for next turn for an arm press KO. Alright, we'll see what happens. I think people in the Pokemon universe say stuff like "see you later" for alligator, or it's been a while, I don't know. Is there any canon instances of this, like in the anime or something like that? Any question about the Tokyo Drift nonsense? Did you ban it because it's annoying, or did you ban it because everyone was requesting it? You know what, Notepad? That question does not even deserve a response. You're digging way too deep into the Tokyo Drift lore. This doesn't exist. What you're looking for does not exist. Tokyo Drift lore. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? This is not a real question. This is fake. Good. It's pretty good. So I have 3 prize cards left. Huge bite. I could go for a boss knockout with a huge, or a gobble down, excuse me, not a huge bite. I think I should do that because then they can't. Actually, how much HP does this have? Effectively 240, right? This is doing 240. Yeah, let's gobble this thing down. Goblin. Now they can't bench another little guy, because then I risk just winning. But they can just start gusting. Like, they can just start gusting off my bench. Have you come around on an opinion on whether or not tank? I don't know what that word is. Just use real words. Use real words. I listened to the full song. I believe Azul was just protecting us. Don't listen to that song. It sucks. That's not like truly terrible or anything like that. Did they get a counter catcher there or no? Would they grab? Yeah, the thing is, though, after I punch this one, they could just penny it, which is like really bad. Now I'm definitely punching their active this next turn with something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I should probably punch them with Miraidon here, I assume. I mean, I could hit them with that huge bite. Or the Gobble Down. Actually, no, the Gobble Down does the most damage here. Oh, shoot. Or they just kill me. Sick. I mean, if they just literally have a penny in hand, I just can't beat a penny here. That is most unfortunate. I kind of just want my E-switch here so I can attack with Ursaluna so they don't just win. I'm gonna do this. If they do just punch, I want to be able to draw more. So I want to go like this, this, this. Draw 2. I think it triggers. Hoping for a Deuterino there. All right. Too tanky. If you get a stadium, you OKO. That's true. We were just, if they didn't count my active, we were just a stadium bump away. I don't play any stadiums, but yeah, I was hoping to attack with Ursaluna that turn because it could have bought us one more turn of punching. Pokégear did not find a penny. We didn't find anything actually. Are we able to pull this one off? Monkey Dory. Double Dory. Uh-oh. Wait, but I got hands. Hold up, hold up. Oh, but they can KO my Iron Hands. No! They should have KO my Iron Hands off the bench. Or my Joltik. They can KO my Joltik too. Yeah. Dude, this matchup is so bad. Ugh. It is hilarious how we hit this matchup here, though. Do they have it? Show me the E-switch. Oh, they only Crispin for 1 there. So they didn't have the double. Do they not have the E-switch? Slow roll. Wait, isn't this just like a throw from them then? Or they didn't need the 30 off the Monkey Dory, right? Unless they're playing around a stadium bump. Well, no, but they put the Boof on. No, they're just throwing. What? What? They could have just double ice cream bench Boof and I just lose, right? What? What the heck? That's a dub. That's a dub. I mean, they just didn't need to do that though, right? Maybe, okay, I think what happened here is they thought the Crispin would accelerate the energy. But then after it was too late, they were like, oh wait, I only have 1 energy in deck. And, well, bodied. It should be whatever the tournament organizer wants to do, or whatever like the local community wants. Like that could impact it as well. Like whatever locals want. I'm sure the TO would want to do what local players want to do. Would want some of that. You said multiple times in streams, best of 3 is better. Just say your opinion. Bro, the way you answer questions, you said multiple times in streams, best of 3 is better. Dude, that is not true. Just say your dude. Obviously, you're not listening if that's your takeaways from things I've said. If you listen to what I say, what I just said makes perfect sense and aligns perfectly with all of my other opinions I've ever stated on things in general in the Pokemon TCG. Why no Torpedo in this deck? You just can't find it very consistently. It's just not very good. None of my opinions conflict with anything I just stated right now. How do I play this? I'm scared, to be honest. Well, I'm just not prepped to beat this matchup, to be honest. Like, I think I just get cooked. Like, I don't think there's anything for me to do. I'm not even gonna give you the, because of your statement, I'm not even gonna give you the, what's it called, to explain why you're mistaken. If you're gonna come at me like that, it's not worth my time. Dude, what the fuck do I do? Okay, Pikachu involved? If I clip it, will you admit it? Sure. I don't know what kind of lie you think you're trying to catch me in. I mean, you're just wrong. If you want to waste your time, go for it. Okay, there's no air balloon here. Oh, wait. Well, that means I have to hard retreat. Definitely did not want to do this. Well, how much damage does the thing's attack do? I have to waste an energy to retreat. It's fine, though. Honestly, Cruel Arrow this turn? Nah, that would not have been that good. If they just have Candy Greninja, I guess I'm in trouble. Actually, well, no, I don't have access to what's it called anyways. Yeah, I don't even know where this is going to go, to be honest. I don't know, something like that seems fine. A TO asked about this to increase attendance, and people are discussing best of 3 to reward better players. Let's prepare to a larger event. Best of 1 to not be there all day, basically. Yeah, I mean, it just depends on what the TO wants. It's a mix of what the TO and the store want to do, / what the local community wants. Like, the TO and the store should be trying to, like, try and provide the experience that the local players want. So it should be a mix of all those things. It should be the outcome of what League Cups. If it should be best of 1 or best of 3 at League Cups. I don't like I would never go to a best out of 3 League Cup personally. Well, basically never. Because I wouldn't want to spend all day at a League Cup. But a lot of people prefer best out of 3. Like, I'm pretty sure like all European League Cups are best out of 3. All same thing with Australia. Like all their League Cups are best out of 3. I would never go to a best out of 3 League Cup or challenge personally. But a lot of people like them, so it just should be a mix of all those things. And that should be the result of it's best of 1 or best out of 3. I think it's reasonable for all top cuts to be best out of 3 at League Cups. Like, I would want to go, if I was going to a League Cup, I'd want top cut to be best out of 3, but I wouldn't want Swiss to be best out of 3. Our League Cups are best of 1. Stop starting information. Okay, my bad. It seems like most European cups. You would also never go to a League Cup at all, though. When I used to go to League Cups regularly, I would avoid them. I would avoid them. Dude, I'm cooked, bro. I can't win. Oh, wait, maybe I can win this because I can get KO this for 3. Maybe there's a line because I can KO the thing for 3. Maybe it's not 100% cooked. Hold up. Or I could Crispin to Miraidon and KO their Fez. No, the play has to be hands this for 3, right? Immediately. And then go from there. The problem with that is though it takes up my Prime Catcher. What does it do? 170? Maybe I should have set up something that's not weak to fighting, to be honest. Oh, but I can Crispin Prime. Okay, actually, I can make this work. Hold up, hold up. Clefairy would cook here? Honestly, it kind of would. Maybe I can get Mew online, though. Hold up. Let me... Can they just win next turn somehow? Probably not if I take away the quick search, right? I ended up drawing into boss. I could have played for that anyways, though, and then not. But I want to Crispin this turn, though. Okay, so I'm gonna go. I might want a Crispin again, though. Crispin. Then I might want a boss. But I might want this for E-Switch. Maybe it is like this, because I have so many bosses left. Do I even have the Mew in the deck? It is. Is Crispin even hitting, though? Oh, it is. I could have checked with the guy first, obviously. For you, the Pokemon TCG is still fun, or you play it because it became a job? It's still very fun. Yes, I still very much enjoy the Pokemon TCG. You could have just pushed hands and then retreated, and then retreat Prime if you missed boss. No. Well, I want a Crispin here anyways. You are right though, because I had the future booster capsule in hand. I should have done it. I should have sequenced it that way, but I was gonna Crispin anyways here. Crispin is always the correct supporter to play. So if I get Iono here, I want to be able to Crispin to the Mew. Yeah, I think we're actually in an okay spot here though. The way things have developed. I was a little scared. A little terrified. Wait, though, they can still win with 2 attacks, though, can't they? They can still win with 2 attacks. All right, I'm still a little scared. I'm still a little terrified. What do you like to do to curb / deal with burnout? Stop playing. Think the format will get worse without... I don't know. I don't think about future formats. They can just win with back-to-back. They would need Counter Catcher plus Mirage Barrage. I don't know. Beware of Crisis Punch. Crisis Punch is completely irrelevant here. I guess, oh no, but I can just KO their active here, right? With Mew, I can KO their active. So they won't be able to. Oh, yeah. We're chilling. Because they don't play EXP share. They would need EXP share here. 60... I just push this guy. Have you played Riftbound? I have not, no. If I KO the active with Shinobi Blade. Shinobi Blade knockout. They can't Mirage Barrage next turn. They can't use Nor. They have 3 they could Briar. But I think I just give... If they have Briar, I just give it to them, right? Like, oh well, I lose. Congrats. You won. Oh, they can't Briar because I'm at 1. You're right. They can't even Briar. They can't do anything. They're cooked. I can grab... Does it hurt me to put Ursaluna in play here? Like a Gust K Ursaluna, but they don't get my Mew. So I should be able to grab Ursaluna and Latias and just have like a fully... foolproof board, it feels like. I was gonna get Latias. Yeah. Ursaluna, Latias. I have E-Switch in the deck, but I would prefer to Crispin. Yeah, let me just make sure I can Crispin here. Hold up. Well, no, I have the E-Switch in the deck, so I don't need to Crispin here, but I think I would prefer the Crispy. I don't want to be able to trap anything. I don't think the Bravery Charm matters anywhere. Maybe I just put it on active because this thing's the squishiest thing right now. I could bench the Mawile, so I have the possibility of using it to do 320 through a Crispin, because I don't have another Metal Energy in play. That'd be another thing about playing the E-Switch, though, is that... the EXP share could be nice. Kind of have to play the Power Glass though for the Pikachu. I don't know. Do I even grab? What do I even want? What's a dead card? My hand's good enough. Give me some garbage. Like in Numbing Water. True, actually, they do have the Numbing Water out, and I don't have. Oh, I didn't leave a bench space for Iron Leaves. Okay, so I should have played around. I should have played around the Numbing Water. No memes. Numbing Water is actually they're out because they can Numbing Water into triple into Gust double KO. I actually could lose to a Numbing Water here. Gonna have to grab boss here. No, I have a boss in hand. We're chilling. Okay, so you're coming to Chile for the regional next year. The command of the title will tell you which major tournaments are currently planned to attend. I needed to leave the bench space open for Iron Leaves. Because now Numbing Water is like an out for them. I don't play Switch, so. Dude, that water is numb. Mistakes were made. Just boss Dusknoir and copy its attack if you get Numbing Water. Well, I can't copy its attack because I'll be paralyzed. But I could boss the Dusknoir and trap it in the active. Hope they don't have a switch. Are they attach enough? Numbing Water is this attack right here on the Frogadier. They can't win with Mirage Barrage, but they can just, yeah, they can just attach water and Numbing Water me. They didn't see it? Yeah, they did not see the play. We're safe, we're safe. I don't just win yet, though. I don't have 100%. I don't 100% win. What went to the bottom of my deck? A metal. A metal and a grass. So if I fez into metal, I can win with this thing. Crisis Punch my Mawile. Oh, I guess they could have. I guess benching the Mawile is bad for other reasons as well. I didn't even think about that. So boss wins me the game. What was on the bottom of the deck? A boss, and I think I just have to play the. I have to tandem unit here. Ursaluna is active, so yeah. I guess benching this was just bad, to be honest. They're not actually playing Crisis Punch, are they? Yeah, I mean, from what I've seen, it seems like lists are recently. Oh, Iron Bundle. If I keep the bench space open for bundle. If I bundle here, they have to push Ursaluna, and then I could just not. I could leave Ursaluna in the active and pass, or I could maybe punch the Ursaluna. I guess I leave the bench space open. Would I have 2 grass, 2 metal? So if I draw a metal, I win. If I draw a vessel, I win. If I draw a boss, I win. Ooh. That's not good. Where's my second Mew of all? Where's my second Mew? I need the second Mew. Iron Bundle win? No, Iron Bundle doesn't win. Ugh. Oh, they should have something in hand that allows them to win the game, though. Is that what you're saying? Crispin Fez Badoo. I don't have 3 energy on my guy. There's nothing for me to do here, right? Like, I can't think of... I'm trying to, like, think of a play, but there's no play. How about his 400 damage, by the way? Well, yeah, but I don't have 2 medals. I should have kept the Arven there. All right, see what happens. Cool Air of the Badoo. Oh yeah, sure. Let me just put 3 energy on my Fez in with a single turn. You're right. Never lucky. I could have maybe ended up with... And I kind of want that... After this game, I kind of want EXP share. I don't know how relevant it actually is, though. So we can move the card. Oh, no. We went Iron Leaves into Charizard? That's so bad. Not like this. Okay, it's good top deck. Let me get Miraidon. Galvantula's here. Crispin and an Arven. Oh, 2 Poke. I was like, and 3 Pokégear? Dude, all my supporters? Hello? I feel like it's a tool card, right? How many tools do I play? It's EXP share, okay. I guess we just see what this gives us. Well, the thing is, like, the Future Booster Capsule here doesn't even matter because I want to put the... See, this is why the Future Booster Capsule is so mid, because I want to Bravery Charm my Iron Hands, not Future Booster Capsule it. So this thing, like, never comes up. It could come up. It could come up. It just rarely comes up. I guess it makes it easy to grab it here, though. And then what else? Maybe Pokégear? It moves leaves? Yeah, but I could just Air Balloon this. It's like the same thing. It's like, it's not a big deal. The question is, do I put a grass on the Iron Leaves? I think I do. I think I split. So what is better, rye bread or spelt bread? What is spelt bread? You can't just Air Balloon hands? Yeah, but we have Latias in the deck still as well, and Prime Catcher. Like, we have other ways to move stuff. Yeah, we have other ways to be mobile. I'm gonna get steadied? Not the steady. Chill. Oh, I should have put the Bravery Charm on my Iron Hands there. That was a mistake. Oh, chill. What? Insane. Just drawing the nuts. I could just go Iron Leaves knockout here, though, to be honest. And then save the hands for later. I kind of want the Bravery Charm on my Iron Leaves now, though. I just don't have it. Ooh, the Fez draw is absolutely absurd. I was about to Ultra Ball for that thing. I feel like just KOing the active here is pretty good if I get the Crispin off the the thing here. Just going knockout. Then look for hands for 2 on something on the bench. I mean, currently I kind of don't have a choice, right? Like... Currently, I'm not KOing anything. Ooh. This guy got weak to fire 270. Okay. Mew time, yeah. It's got to be Mew for an energy. Then I saved the Mawile here. Oh, I could have. Well, I could have iron bundled here. Oh, like, the KO on this is just so much higher value. I could have iron bundled though. And then Ultra Ball away. But then I... Okay, it worked. Ambin. Okay, I feel pretty comfortable at our current situation. I don't think they can deal with this Iron Hands this turn. Nest plus Ultra first. Well, what I should have done was I should have Miraidon for Joltik, but I didn't guaranteed want Mew on my bench there. Maybe I did. Maxwell can. Yeah, but they play Unfair Stamp, right? I don't think they're playing Maxwell. It should be the Unfair Stamp build. Y'all are just making things up, bro. What the heck? Oh. This Mew's got to go crazy. Dude, how'd I get the Mega Mawile back, bro? We still have Prime Catcher left, though. Do we know Unfair? I mean, it's a pretty safe guess. Oh, my. And they got the Bunny Jet. Dude, they drew the nuts. Actually insane. Should be fun to set up. Well, I got Unfair Sims. Doesn't matter if I shuffle. I can't KO this. Right? No. No EXP, sure. Okay, that's fine. Okay. I do need some help for my prize cards, though. I think I'm gonna cut the future capsule. I think I want second Mew back in the deck, or like get Night Stretcher in here or something. You can KO the Pidgeot with Amp. Thank you very much. If you had Capsule, 3 prizes. Oh yeah, but if I didn't have the Bravery Charm active, then my hands would be dead right now. So, no. No. That's why I'm saying the Capsule is just not that good in this matchup, because if we don't Bravery Charm our Iron Hands, our Iron Hands is dead. And if we Bravery Charm our Iron Hands, we can't Capsule it. So the Capsule is kind of useless in this matchup. Because we almost always amp for 2 before Pidgeot would hit the board. So then at that point, we should have the Bravery Charm on our thing, otherwise Charizard kills us. And if Charizard KOs us, we lose. Do they just have KO on my Mew? Do it. Oh, interesting sequence. Does Capsule even help? Just the retreat? The retreat, but then it does allow Iron Hands to amp Pidgeot, but that like it never happens though. And it does allow us to amp Monkey Dory with Lively Stadium in play against Mega Absol, which is probably the big one, to be honest. But the thing is, the Monkey Dory doesn't even have to hit the field until... Also, I feel like that deck's pretty weak right now, so I'm like not really stressing about being prepped more for that matchup, to be honest. Play Tool Scrapper to switch tools? No. No. That's not the answer. Is taking 3 in Joltik ever really worth it against this deck? This deck, no. Against Charizard with Dusknoir, though, yeah, it can be a big difference. It also allows us to take a 1-prize knockout at some point in the late. It can make our late game easier because we can KO like a Charmander that got left on the bench or something like that. So it definitely does matter. Yeah, it definitely does matter. So I mean, ice cream for dinner. Is it jumbo ice cream or? I enjoy ice cream tonight, though. I mean, that's pretty jumbo if you ask me. I mean, I went with a Gust, right? I went with a Boss. No Prime, though. Should I get the Counter Catcher back in this deck? Hey, you just started playing... Hold up. Also, Mega Mawile, which of Atomic Metal? Wait, no, it doesn't work. I'm doing 320, 330! So it has to be Boss. Boss off the draw. I'm already down 2 Boss. Just like the ocean under the moon. Dude, 330? Vitality Band? I could play for Iron Bundle here. I have 2 Nest Ball, 2 Ultra Ball. I could play for the Iron Bundle instead, actually. Play Crispin. I'd have to put an energy in my hand, though. Play Crispin, hold energy, attach, attach, attach. So I have Iron Hands plus energy. Restart for 1, or bench, bench. EXP share, attach. And draw 2 cards. The second card, drawing the second card has to be more worth it, right? I assume so. Or I could just draw 1 card and keep both options open, right? Maybe that is actually the better odds play. So I go attach, attach, restart for 1, and then I keep both plays open. 300, retreat to peak. I mean, they have Boss available, though. Maybe they don't have it, though. Maybe they don't have it. But yeah, I guess that makes the most sense, right? Just keep both lines of play open, because then I have like 7 outs. My outs like double, but I get only 1 card. I don't thin any cards out of the deck. Darn. Oh well. It was a close one. We almost got there. All right, I think I'm gonna cut the future capsule. The only thing that'll really suck is I won't have the tool card for the Iron Hands, but that's fine. Yeah, I just don't have much faith in Mega Absol right now as well as the deck, so. Oh, I'm going first? It's pretty lame. I don't know what they're playing. I mean, I think it's Pult. I think it's Dragapult. But it could not be Dragapult. 3-5-2. Prize a lightning, 2 tool card, prized air balloon. I only have 3 tools now. Ultra Ball, Ultra Ball, Ultra Ball, prize of Ultra Ball, Vessels here, Pokégears, Nest Ball is playing Nest Ball, 3 Crispin in hand. All my supporters are here. Got Galvantula, Peak, Miraidon, Joltik, Double Mew, looks like no Fez is my active. Prime Catcher prize? Nope, Prime Catcher's here. Iron Bundle, nope. Psyduck's prized. My guess is Pult. If it's Pult, I feel like I should attach active so that way I could Crispin start sniping on him, right? Just do this pass. I don't really want to bench Iron Hands yet if I start going the sniper route. So let's just see what's up. See what they're cooking. Did I see the 31st place list from Champions League? No. I have not. Or I maybe have. I don't know what it is, though. I have seen. I don't remember what it is. The Absol matchup. I just cut the future capsule. They did open Latias, though. See if they have the rest of the things they need. They did like hella overbench here though. Hold up. Oh, are they just gonna misplay and just set up the Absol? Okay, we're fine if they just like start setting up Absol here. Besides the fact that my hand is like not that good. Oh no, okay. I still feel like their setup here is pretty weak though. They don't have an attacking option set up yet. So they're going to double turbo energize here. Okay. I mean, they don't have Lively Stadium yet. The question is, when do they find the Lively Stadium more so than anything, right? I just set up my Pikachu now. Well, these things don't have Bravery Charms yet. Maybe I still go into Iron Hands. Well, then this is... Maybe it should be a split of Pikachu and Iron Hands. I feel like I should get the threat of Pikachu out there, though. We gotta be a split. Yeah, sure, we'll go with the split. Something like that, I don't know. I guess I can't really get to the Iron Hands next turn reasonably, but my hand kind of sucks anyway, so it doesn't really matter what I can or can't do. If I just like knock out this, that's pretty good though. So we'll see what they do. But if they just find, see the thing is though, if they like, just find a Bravery Charm or a Lively. I mean the big thing is just Lively. Want to Charm on Iron Hands? I don't know if it should be there or not. Okay, I mean I feel like that's pretty weak, right? Penny seems pretty mid here. Maybe I'd rather have Miraidon plus. No, the threat of the amp is still pretty good, right? Okay, I don't hate that. Thoughts on heavy baton for hands? Oh my. Hold up. Iron Leaves KO Mega Absol? Hold up. I'll take a cheeky 3. Oh, hold up. Nope. I bet it's still good, but... Well, it's not even that good, actually. But this is good. How do I do it? Oh. Probably like that. Bonkin. All right, it's a good start. We got 3 prizes. Latias was prized. We got that now though. Still got a long ways to go though. A lot of prize cards. Oh, I shouldn't have evolved this actually. I should probably have planned to go back into Jolting Charge on this turn. Yeah, evolving this was bad because I think I want a Jolting Charge again here. I just kind of like instinctively evolved it. I was like, well, I think I'm done. But I actually want a Jolting Charge on this next turn. Just retreat Jolting Charge again would have been pretty good. I'd have to find an energy for it, but I could just like Arven for Vessel or something. Oops. Okay, big mistake, big mistake. I could, that's such, that's so bad. That's such a big misplay. I can't really get into like an aggressive play on this turn. Thoughts on Heavy Baton? It's just kind of mid. Yeah, it's just kind of mid. I talked about it earlier. The card just doesn't seem very good. Or that good of an inclusion. Oh, I am limited on like switch cards, to be honest. This is actually going to be weird. Okay, well, this like makes my play better, I guess. The fact that they are doing this. What's this baby Blaziken on the thumbnail? You're going to be playing Pulp Blaziken? No, I'm going to be playing Blaziken. Maybe with Pidgeot. No Pulp, though. My Prime's gone as well, right? Oh, no, I still have Prime Catcher. Latias seems so weak at this point. I think I just give it up. Oh, Iron Bundle's weaker though, right? Yeah, Iron Bundle's definitely weaker. Oh, my Energy Switch is prized, dude. Because I was going to set up for an Energy Switch play. All right, whatever. I feel like I have to just attach her to like make this a threat. If they go into Kangaskhan next turn, huh? Maybe I don't actually need to do that. This can KO that. This thing's weak to lightning, actually. Wait, what the heck? This thing KOs Monkey Dory as well. I actually don't know what I want to do here, to be honest. No, just give me the Ace Peach here for later. I can eventually start to build up the Fezandipiti. I just don't want to do it yet. That's the Joltik? No. They're doing this. I don't need a recharge. Prime Dory? No. I'm not going to use my Prime Catcher yet. I also don't want to give them a bench space. If I give them a bench space, they have the free bench space for the Petron. But I want to delay the Petron as long as possible. Because right now they're not accelerating. They're not building up damage into play. Like, eventually we'll start using Cruel Arrow, but I'm just not going to do it yet. That's why I wanted the E-Switch. If I had E-Switch in deck, then I would have attached to the active here for sure. But see, I don't think they're going to infinitely trap me. I think they're going to clutch again, and then they're going to go into the Kangaskhan. Oh, they might be swinging right now, actually. Oh, they're swinging right now. Okay. All right, that's fine with me. So now I'm just going to go Iron Leaves, Boss KO. Actually, probably the Yveltal, right? The Yveltal is scarier than... Or the Yveltal is more annoying. I don't know if the Yveltal is scary. Yeah, I wouldn't say the Yveltal is scary. Kind of annoying. Oh, they're ignoring Fez? Sure. So do you like Heroescape or Secret Box better in Zoroark, and why? It depends on the build, I think. Build dependent. Okay, well now we just win for sure. Yeah, it's just build dependent, I think. Iron Bundle. If I use Iron Bundle, I'm getting one prize knockout this turn. They'd force up a Monkey Dory. So it's not completely useless. XP share here. Air Balloon here. Ultra Ball for a Mew. I want some kind of draw power. Bonk. Is this Kanga Cream? No, it's Mega Absol. Yeah, Heroescape or Secret Box depends on the build. If you're playing like a Toad Scroll build, you should play Heroescape probably, and then if you're playing like a Darmanitan build, it should be Secret Box. People mostly play Box and Dango if they're playing the Cram build. No, it has nothing to do with the Cram build. It has to do with what people think is correct. Yeah, that is a big Fezandipiti right there. What the heck? That doesn't really do anything for them, right? If I just have a Gust, I just win by KOing the Fez. Yeah, so I guess they're going to try and penny over 2 turns probably. But even then, like, I have time to like KO both Monkey Dories as well. I have like so much time here in the situation.